I need to update a couple of things. Should not have clicked that button that early, but here we are. Just change the badges. Win League One, yes. Opposition badge needs to be Burton Albion. That's nice and easy to change. Is huge. Burton Albion. Opposition. Why does it not let me do that? Yeah, right. Just make that a reasonable size. Thank you very much. Move that there. Pop that back in. One, no, BBC feed. I need to get the correct page for this one. 2 seconds. Are we up and live? Yeah, we're up and live. Cool. But let's get the page number for Burton Sunderland. Then let's just properties. Why does it not let me change it when it's in there? Really bizarre. Hello, everybody. Just fuck around with it a little bit. Evening, nice setup, mate. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. I'm just messing around with one of the things. It should be better in a second. Welcome along. I do have an actual video feed today. I'll pop that there. Hey DJ, how you doing, mate? Welcome along. Yeah, got the latest tweet. So this is our starting lineup today. Where is it? The biggest news, obviously, Jermaine Defoe starting and Gooch back in the fold. So the new manager, new line head coach, is actually making some brave changes for us.
But yeah, they've changed it about tonight. Couple of changes up top for them.
Where else do we need it? Welcome along. Welcome along. I'm going to put on a nice little bit of lo-fi music in the background.
And then just looking really around the rest of the team, really, I think they'll be well organised.
Lo-fi beats, press play, and then turn it down a little bit. There we go. Cool, well set up. I wish we could drop Doyle and play centre back. Jalmadji. I don't think Jalmadji's even been in contention starting the game at all. Morning, Mike. How we doing? 6:45 a.m. Cheers. Oh, can I come in now? Can you host me? Do 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 do. I think that's a bad. Evening, 3-0 Sunderland. Call, that would be awesome. Our stream bot's up and running. Awesome. How are we getting on? Predictions, lads. Predictions, ladies. Let's go. I have said a 1-0, a 2-1 loss. I've said a 2-1 loss. Obviously, I think we need to be. Let me just interact so that there shouldn't be like a black box on that thing. So I just need to accept the cookies. League One standings, and we want. Oh, we need a game to kick off for it to be live standings. This is before the game. Prediction 3-2 Sunderland. That would be nice, Stephen. That would be nice. You've got other results ahead. There's one game that's been postponed, and that's the Fleetwood Sheffield Wednesday. So the one good thing, I guess, from that is that we can't slip any further down the table tonight. I'm just going to turn him down until the match kicks off. We've got 10 minutes till kickoff. I think we are set up. Do you want to hear what Danny and stuff are saying? Danny Collins and what have you, the SAFSee coverage? I'll put it as a yes, so we can have a conversation. But Patterson, Winchester, Wright, Doyle, Serkin. So we're going 4 at the back again. Gooch, Evans, Matete, and Pritchard. It looks like we're going for a standard 4-4-2. That's a 4-4-2 formation if I've ever seen one. We have a leaky defence, so there'll never be a nil scoreline. Exactly. Exactly. Alright. Sure. Welcome, Liam. Welcome.
Let's bring the graphic up, Danny, because they might be able to easier identify
Just
what you were
move
saying
that
there.
badge. It's that location of these badges. 4-4-2. Apparently, I'm pausing this. Apparently, they're putting Evans. Nah, this doesn't seem right. You've got Patterson in goal. You've got Doyle, Wright, and Winchester at the back. Then in front of them is Evans and Matete. Just in front of them, in the like proper cam roll, is Pritchard. Then on the wings, you've got Sturkin and Gooch, and then up front, Jermaine Defoe and Ross Stewart. That's weird.
Unfortunately, Ross couldn't make it stick. But those type.
Yeah, that's a weird formation. Like looking at the graphic they're using on SAFSee, 3-2-1-2-2. That's really weird. How do I show you this? Let me go into studio mode because I don't want to like breach any copyright stuff. Can I rewind this? I can't rewind it. That's a pain in the arse.
Won't be happy about that.
That's really bad.
Also, then the players.
Well, you look at the distance we are behind Rotherham as well, you know, and they've still got, so Rotherham are gone on.
I am watching it fully now. That's good. Before getting a start, imagine if before starting, we go 2 up before half time. Imagine that is what we need every game, rather than trying to rescue it late on. Who'd have thunk it? The team that scores first? We shall see. But yeah, I'll get this on as well, actually. So add window display. We'll call this. Window.
And they know themselves it's not been good enough in recent weeks. We've fallen out of it, and you need to look how tight it is there. Sheffield Wednesday as well.
I'm going to pop this into full screen mode. There you go. Click OK.
And you were suggesting as well, we were discussing before the game, just focus on the Sunderland's games in hand. If you were in the dressing room...
Oh no, what did I do?
Yeah, just focus on us boys, you know, first up, it's getting back to winning ways. It might not be pretty tonight, yeah, you can see how low the lads are in you know, confidence, even at the weekend, it's not there where, I think, when we're confident and we're flowing, you see lads wrapping it through the lines into each other on Saturday, looked a bit tentative, unsure whether to go forward, and you can hear the crowd at times, you know, they were getting on the lads' backs, and, you know, you can say that's rightly so, they wanted to come here, they wanted to see us getting on the front foot and be confident and popping it around.
It's not popping up. I can see it, but it's not staying on. Really bizarre. I hope Stuart and Defoe will work together. Yeah, Mike, I think you're right to be concerned about the back line. Why is Bath not starting? Because we bought him in the January transfer for him to solidify the defence up. Keeping him out on a Tuesday evening, not a promising sign. Yeah, and it's kind of weird, but
Wigan or Rotherham to drop off, and I can't see that either. So, got to try and get back into the playoffs first up, and then can we nail down a place there?
Because it's about momentum as well, the playoffs, isn't it? That normally the team with the best momentum tends to be successful.
Well, it's exactly that, and that's what we need. Now we're going through this slump. Now, if we can start winning a few games, if we're scratching around, get a couple of 1-0s or 2-1s, and then build that confidence back up, and hopefully see some of the form we've seen in them first.
I'm gonna have to do it. Rather than that, I'm just gonna put display capture.
Excellent, and then the confidence back into the boys. 1 or 2 back out of the treatment room as well. Broadhead, 09.
Okay.
Get these lads back into the last sort of 5 games or so.
This is not working.
And if we can get into the playoffs, you go into it with a bit of confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, then just a reminder that this game is able to be purchased inside the UK this evening. You can do so at SAFSee.com.
Yeah. Listen, buy it if you want to watch it.
The world, of course. Many of your faithful viewers and supporters around the world do every
OBS error 4.4. To be fair, I think there's been an update recently about the OBS, which means we are a little bit like some of the bugs are quite prominent. Been out for 2 weeks, this version. Why is Winchester in defence when we have Hume? I don't know, to be honest. What's his stats like, mate? What do you think his stats are like? I know that means not a lot, but like maybe there's more confidence in Winchester's ability to sweep than Hume. I think time will tell. Score predictions. So Liam, I've gone 4, and this is me not being a very good Sunderland fan here. I've gone for a 2-1 loss. I'm going for a 2-1 loss because we just, until I actually see it on the pitch, us doing something that's like better than dog shit. Yeah, I'm pessimistic at the minute. I'm not listening to the adverts. Very, very pessimistic at the minute with Sunderland. I was speaking to my mates on Xbox last night as well after the stream, and they were saying like they just laughed at me when I asked them what the predictions were, and they went, I don't know, like 2-0, 3-0 to Burton, and it's like we've got this bogey status team thing against Burton, and our form, I'm just going to pull up the literally footystats.org on League One and just look at the form guide. We are second worst in the league on form. I need to full screen it because it does some weird optimization stuff there. Form table. Oh no, because it counts 6 games. It counts 6 games in a row. We are 22nd. Wimbledon are 23rd, and Crewe are dead last. Like, the fact that we're in the top half and 22nd on form, realistically we're 23rd, but it's not great. It's really not nice. Both Shrewsbury and Fleetwood, their next games are against Portsmouth. That's kind of funny. Sheffield Wednesday and MK Dons, both their games next are against Charlton. I'm guessing Charlton and Portsmouth have midweek matches. Catch-up games. That's awesome. Thank you for tuning in. I didn't realize there's 33 people here. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'm happy to have a healthy chat around this. Going back to watching the AFL. So, which AFL team do you support or watch? Because for me, it's Melbourne. Can't remember what the AFL thing, but I've got this like Aborigine vest that we've got. That's not the one. Really cool. Really good. I like it. Appreciate the free likes as well. Richmond. There's two clubs in Melbourne, right? Yeah, cool. How are the lads? Welcome, Gerald. Gerard. Sorry. Fucking hell, that was me reading too fast. It's a must win today. Stephen, sorry, not Steve. It's a must win every week, let's face it. For us to have any kind of contention of finishing top 6 at this stage, we need to win every week. 2-1 to 4 and Winchester. I like how everybody with predictions, apart with the exception of Cole, Let's put a goal for Burton.
You can give me, 45
That's
days.
interesting.
I'm sure he's raring to go, really, being back at the stadium alight.
Love to see Clark and Roberts start it. Clark and Roberts. So Roberts, I think, should be getting more game time. I don't know why he's not.
Get behind the side, but if there's nothing to go off on the pitch, it's hard for the crowd
Again.
to get going, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Mike-
always say that, don't they?
Mikey.
The players first up for me have got to give the fans something to go off. You'll get the
True.
wise men say,
13 cup finals.
after that, whether it's a crunching challenge, it's a nice bit of play, 4 or 5 passes.
There's 39 points for us to play for, right?
Something like that, and
This being one of those 39, well, 3 of those 39 points.
But it was a little bit pedestrian, wasn't it? We were getting into wide areas. Final delivery wasn't good enough, and it just saps the energy out of the crowd, really. So, lads got to start bright tonight. Front foot, tempo, intensity, all those things, and get after Burton early on.
We have a minute to go until kick-off. A few of the subs are making their way to the away dugout. Sunderland side also doing the same. Just beneath us here in the west stand at the Stadium of Light.
That means we're marching out.
This evening,
There's a proper fanfare on today.
around the world, and also
Lots of
this evening, we're broadcasting
red and white
in
flags
the
flown on the
UK as
pitch.
well. If you haven't got your match day streaming passes yet, you
At
can
night,
do
it's
so
kind of
right
cool.
now at SAFSee.com. For everyone watching
Sunderland
on
3,
TV,
Burton at Wigan. Mikey, yes please.
but this is
My
where
pessimistic,
you
and I'm
get
gonna
that match day
being
streaming pass right
honest
now.
about this from the. I'm pessimistic, and I'm saying we're losing 2-1, but a 3-0, comfortable, nice win.
Watching in around the UK and around the world this evening.
Right, so the live table I can now put on. Click on interact and put on live standings. You should see the scoreline, how that moves them as well. Oh, there's a good number. I'd say probably it's like 27, 28,000.
Live, it's Sunderland versus Burton Albion tonight here in EFL
There's a lot.
League One action. 22nd of February.
Let's see if I can add it.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank brings his Burton Albion side. His second spell, Jimmy Floyd at Burton, and he's done a great job since coming back.
It's quite a lot. Sorry, I shouldn't be able to see that much. And it wasn't working before. I'll turn this on and off periodically. I can't keep it on for more than 7 seconds. So basically it's about fair use, right? So for copyright and obviously the fact that I'm using the stream to stream. It's like basically just to be like safe with copyright. I'll flip it on for like we did the other week with the clothesline incident. That should have been a red card, but wasn't even a foul. Yeah. 28k. Who do you think will win, Wimbledon or Gillingham? I think Wimbledon should win, but I think Gillingham will snatch it. I've said in my predictions Gillingham will snatch it. Where Sunderland are kicking off in the first half, you can't lose to Burton. We couldn't lose to Doncaster, yet we did. So the referee and the Burton players are taking the knee. We're not. No, I don't know why we don't take the knee. That kind of pisses me off.
Here we go then.
So the referee blows for the half. Fakes kicks it, and like one of the Demander Force bursts about 2 yards into about their half, and their attacker bursts into our half.
Danny said keep an eye on
But he doesn't touch the ball. Oh, that's funny.
Nias as well, who's up top, featuring for Burton. He's joining from
So where goes the knuckle biting? Got no nails left. Ah,
towards Ross Stewart. He flicks it
Ross
down for
Stewart.
Tremaine Ford.
Oh, so we had the ball right hand side, just in front of the halfway line, pinged it into the D. Ross Stewart calms it, collects it with his left foot, goes towards Defoe, and it gets collected by a Burton defender. So opening 30 seconds. I mean, it was a long ball ping, but agreed we should turn it. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. It's a symbolic gesture, isn't it? Basically, to yeah. The fact that we don't, I think it's more disrespectful than anything. But there you go. we'd expect with the knee thing. I think we'd expect the lads to wear the poppy, right? There's only one Sunderland player who's never wore the poppy for us, and that was Mackem, when like the poppy was a sign, and a symbol like widely used. And he doesn't want to use it because of like the Irish side of it. But yeah, we should be taking the knee. Disrespectful. There you go. So Sunderland are having all the possession. That's a thing I haven't got on. Knew there was something. Live match stats. Let me just get the live match stats. Weak fizzle shot. At least it was on target. I'm just going to get the live match stats up. Here that says soccer, but there you go. Oh well, we are with that one. So the game code is gibberish. Right, so the live match stats. Oh, there's a fight in the crowd. Gooch crosses it in, defender flicks it on, get out to the edge of the box. Evans kind of like pushes it in front. Rotherham are already in the lead. Cambridge are already in the lead. The Cambridge one's a good one for us. Cambridge beating Plymouth would be nice. It gives us a chance to climb back up into the playoffs. Interact. And we should be there. There you go. Got the match stats. I'll move the tweet thing. I'll make the tweet thing blind until half time. Maybe. There you go. There's an incident in the crowd.
In the crowd, and that's why there will be a break in play ahead of us here, Danny. Of course, it's an opportunity for Sunderland to get back to winning ways this evening. We haven't won since that game in January against Portsmouth.
Where am I?
Yeah, we just fell away from it, haven't we? It's been disappointing, you know, coming into that new year.
I'll find where my webcam is.
And then it's one of those.
Not that. It's in group. Yes, it is.
You know, we've changed the manager. We've changed shape. We're changing formations, but it's up to those lads that are going out there now. We've got the shirts. You know,
there we go.
Not been good enough, and they're the ones that have got to turn.
I'm bigger.
Try and nail down.
Yeah, this looks like a medical incident in the crowd. So for your peace of mind, this is what I'm seeing. Literally, just the players huddled up, doing nothing. Them stats too small. Oh god. Screen space is quite limited on AMA, but I'll try my best to make it bigger for you. Not a problem. That should be bigger. Are you watching on mobile, mate, or are you watching on a PC? Let me move the logo to like there. There you go. Make that logo a bit smaller. There you go. More and Stephen. Is that better for you, mate? Is that better? So dangerous attacks. 4 minutes in. That's really good. We're looking quite confident, to be honest. Mobile, yeah, it'll be tiny on your screen. Sorry about that, mate. Sorry about that. If it's better, let me know. But that's like most more screen space. I get everything in there. Yeah. Hey, Spannerman, how you doing, mate? Welcome along. Thank you for being here. Wow. That's mental. While we're waiting for the game to kick back off, shall we go through the... Shall we go through the rest of the league? There's like, it's too early for any scores other than like Cambridge beating Plymouth. I don't think that'll be the end result. Let's put it that way. I think Plymouth should be running out on all cylinders to get that one back. But Rotherham taking an early lead against Morecambe, that's really by the books. That's what should be on paper. Yeah, that's quite comfortable. And the Bolton Lincoln game is an 8 p.m. kickoff. Fleetwood won in the Sheffield. I was called off for the weather. I'm not sure why. What? Who's called off this morning for the weather now? Which makes no sense.
Yeah, that was the one. Was that long ball pumped up to Ross Stewart on the diag, and he won a couple early on, didn't he, Ross? And I think he's just cushioned it.
Okay, just keep popping. That'll keep popping up the game here occasionally. But yeah.
Yeah, it was a ball. I'm not sure if it was called Winchester.
They've got like 6 balls on the pitch. They've got 6 balls on the pitch. Right. So the lineup. Here we are. While we're still waiting for the medical issue in the crowds to be sorted out. Patterson in goal. Winchester, Bailey Wright, Doyle, Sirkin, Gooch, Evans, Matete, Pritchard, and Defoe with Stewart up front. Welcome along, Macca, as well. Nice to see you. Was it? There you go. I'll make that blind again. Was it a Sunderland fan or Burton fan that caused the incident? So it's a medical incident, and I think it might be like I don't know what a medical incident is, but like ambulance staff are in the Sunderland part of the crowd. Yeah, I think it's usually like somebody's collapsed or fainted. Oh, absolutely. You're welcome, mate. No problem. I think I'll go into studio mode. I don't know how to with a Twitter thing. If I click on interact, I can click on and around that. Doesn't let me scroll on this interact thing.
Saturday, it looked like for me it was going to be between ourselves, Wigan and Rotherham. Unfortunately, we're the one out of the 3 which have dropped away from it. You know, credit you give Oxford, Plymouth have pulled back in. They were right up there early on after 20 games or so. They had a bit of a bad patch.
I think I can search for like the most recent, but it does not let me scroll at all. There was a break in play due to a medical emergency in the stand. Everyone at SAFSee sends a supporter our very best wishes. I like that as well. How do I do it? Burton Albion. So the Burton lineup is, again, I can't scroll.
Well, it's not, yeah. And everyone, you hear people talking. How do you put your finger on it? What's gone wrong? And it's just sometimes it's just football how it can go. Yeah, different personnel and injuries play a part in it. We've lost Nathan Broadhead as we've said there early on.
Yeah, I can't. It's not letting me do it.
You look at the squad, and on paper that looks more than capable of coming out and producing results, and we've seen that earlier in the season. And as I said there,
turn that blind again and turn off studio mode, and should be good. Medical things still going on. Shrewsbury took the lead at Portsmouth. Okay. Greens from Perth, SR4. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. Do we have a shot on goal that caused the fan to faint? We're joking about it, but probably, mate. Like, we've had 2 goal attempts, 1 shot on target. It was a fizzled one, but in the first 2.5 minutes. It's a misery heart complaint caused by somebody nobody has no idea. It's a mystery heart complaint caused by somebody nobody has any idea about. Maybe. Yeah. We'll just loitering around waiting for the yeah. Have them to win on my bet. It just means that
yeah, it's one of them. It depends how long the ref's gonna pause the game for. Now do the lads stay out and try and keep warm?
Are they? Well, are they still just? Yeah, I hope they're all right as well. Like, it's in the stand, so it's nowhere near the pitch. But like, That's why you like with these big events, you have to have an ambulance on site. So yeah, they'll have had they've been in the if this problem is going to happen anywhere, this is the best place to happen because you get the treatment straight away. Just says a medical emergency. Hi, Justin. It's just speculation at the minute, to be honest. Let me see if any of my, because like a couple of my mates are at the game. Let's see if they put anything on the WhatsApp.
Just having a chat with one of the staff down there, and I said you could see Saturday, you know, in previous games it was quiet, it was queuing up early on, wasn't it?
But mates and the SAFSee coverage people.
Running through, whereas at the weekend it held out quite well. It's still got a lot of work to do, but I think after tonight we don't play Fleetwood's the next home game, a couple of away games, so it's going to get another breather. And I'm sure once we play Fleetwood, I think it's on the 8th. Right, I think it'll be in Nick then as well. So I think they've done a good job on it, and it needed it, didn't it?
So your best place would be the hospital, mate. Not necessarily, Liam. Not necessarily. Like, it depends on which department. Because if you're in, the players are going back into the tunnel. So, might have a restart. We might have a game restart. Because the game time is still going. Need Wigan and Wycombe to draw and us to win. To be honest, all the teams above us, as long as they're dropping some kind of points, we are benefit. It's in our benefit essentially. Like so. Let me just pause their advert. I'll mute their advert. Sorry. Yeah, like if we're picking up 3 points and they're only picking up 1, that is to our benefit. The maximum points that Sunderland can finish on is 95. If we win every game, it's 95. No, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing. So you'll see like the advert and the game timer in the top corner. So the game is still active. The game is still active, but the players are in the tunnel. The likelihood is they're going to restart. Probably at 10 past or quarter past. Meme. Yeah, let's play in Kafri Sedi. I don't know how you say his name. Smocko. Hey Ace, welcome. We are watching adverts because the game is paused. Raw Rack Shipping Ltd. Great place to put that advert. I don't know what shipping's got to do with Sunderland, but awesome. Lifebuoy antibacterial sanitizer. Proud hygiene partner of the EFL. Faction, there's a medical emergency in the stands, essentially. I'm trying to work out which side it is because it's the tunnel side, but the tunnel side is I'm gonna say south. Come on, Wigan. Oh, Wigan Wycombe. That being a draw would be the best thing for us. If Wycombe picking up points, actually no. If Wycombe win, that means all the teams around from 3rd through to Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday, have less points to get to the automatic slot. It's in a medical emergency, Lenny and Johnny. Medical emergency. It sounds like somebody's had a heart attack in the stands. Somebody's fainted, and we don't know if it's a heart attack or shit. I don't know. Medical emergency usually means somebody's collapsed. Especially if they're getting the players out of the way. Let's talk about football, Joe. Yeah, good idea. Hope they watched. Yeah. Having two people up front for Sunderland, where they're currently playing, makes more sense. Like, if we are whipping the ball into the box and all we've got is Stewart to head it on, all we're going to get is either perfect headers or shots going left and right of the goal. Whereas if we've got two people up front, you'll have Stewart or Defoe collecting and passing it to the striker, which makes it easier to score. Yeah. Hopefully not. The line-up, I'll pop it up again while we're chatting about it, and I'm watching a big eye show up on my screen. We've gone for, this sounds really weird, a 3-2-1-2-2 formation. So 3 at the back, 2 CDMs, a holding midfielder. Sean, thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, so 3 at the back, 2 sweep CDMs, 1 holding midfielder, 2 cams, 2 wingers, and 2 strikers. Really weird. You can claim a tax allowance by paying for a sponsorship. Can you? Did not know that, Tam. Awesome. Good to know. I think Jermaine Defoe might get his first goal if the game gets back underway. Let me see if I can interact with his Twitter. Interact. Let's click on Sunderland. So here's the latest. There was a breaking player due to a medical emergency in the stand. Everyone sends the support our very best wishes. That's all the information we've got to go by. We're underway. We're stopping. That's all we've got to go by. The fact that the breaking play has been so long. Yeah. I googled it. Scraps from L&D. 5-3-2. A lot of long balls tonight. Stewart better player. Blinder than. Oh yeah, David. Absolutely. I think all of the players need to put in the effort today. So in the game's stats fan has clapped. Suns at the game's stat says he's collapsed. All right, so it's a collapse. It's nothing too major, hopefully. Thanks, Kimberly, for the little bit of extra clarity. It's what the club does to people. That says it's full time. This could be ages, man. It could be, but it's a player. It's a person in the stands. So medical emergency wise, they've got people there. Usually, if it's something super serious, they'll get them into an ambulance as soon as possible. There's too many people around. There's way too many people around. There's nothing on the pitch. There's nothing at the event that the game's it's literally all I'm seeing at the minute is adverts like that. Yeah, he's collapsed. Hope he's okay. Me too, Kimberly. Me too. So I think we might go for a game restart when it comes back on. That medical issue aside, I don't think it'll completely postpone the game. I don't speak. I'm gonna guess Portuguese. Lewis Mason, thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate it. And Wickham, have took the lead at Wigan, which means that's probably that like either Wickham winning or a draw is the best result for the league, like to keep it competitive. Because you got to look at Wigan and MK Dons now. There's only 2 points between them. Apparently, the helicopter is outside the stadium. Yeah, they're going straight to Newcastle, aren't they? Or will they go to Will they go to Sunderland Hospital in the helicopter, or will they go to Newcastle? No. No, the game's not playing still. Very interesting. Thank you for the 15 likes. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Lovely people. We've got more adverts. Can the commentators come back on or something? Let's see what the Twitter says. Let me just refresh the page. I need to click interact, don't I? Twitter interact. Back. Search Sunderland. Yeah, it's still just there's a break and play due to medical reasons. That's all we've got for news. Timo, hello, welcome back, buddy. I hope you're well. What's happening here? So we are waiting for the game to come back on. At the moment, we've got adverts because there's a medical issue in the stands, and yeah, probably the RI in Newcastle. I think so, mate. I think so. Helicopter. The helicopter in it must be really serious, to be honest. Do you think we have a chance of beating Burton, Michael? I think we do. This is the first 4.5 minutes of gameplay stats before the break and play in the stands, and yeah, we've been quite comfortable on the ball. We had a couple of whip chances into the box. Is there any themes? So the stream I'm watching is through SAFSee. So the SAFSee website where you have to pay £10 to watch them because it's not on a Saturday. Ajko, there's a break and play due to a fan collapsing. So, yes. Newcastle fan here. Hope the Sunderland fan gets better respect for him. Thank you, Joshua. Welcome in here. Welcome. It looks like he's collapsed. I said just. It looks like he's collapsed. That's all I've got so far. We'll see when the commentators come back on or the game comes back underway. West Brom have beaten Middlesbrough 1-0. Okay, welcome along. Middlesbrough losing aren't they in the playoffs already? Pretty much. No bother, mate. We're again beat 1-0. Oh, I'm gonna have a quick look at the championship because why not? While we're waiting for this, in Champions League news, Chelsea are beating Lille and Villarreal are getting beat off Juventus. One championship. So where are the baggies? West Brom are 11th. They're having a poor season compared to their normal standards. And Middlesbrough are 7th. Both teams need to win this one really to keep in with the playoffs. Interesting that the baggies have took the lead though. Fulham's running away with League One. Holy fuck. Mental. Thank you very much for the 31 likes. It helps this get out to more Sunderland fans. So that's awesome. Thank you very much. What's happened? I just joined. Langley, a fan has collapsed in the stands. And the game has been paused, essentially. I think we might do a restart, but we're looking for confirmation on Sunderland's social media, essentially. Rather than fans saying it, we want it from either Sunderland or the EFL Stewards are currently clearing the area to ensure medical services can safely transfer the patient from the seating deck. Further information regarding the game will be communicated in due course. That's not a lot of information there. That's just basically saying, like, fans collapsed, not too sure what to do. This is sounding really bad. Oh, like, this sounds really, really bad. You would, like, if you put the guy in the stretcher and put them in an ambulance, wouldn't you? This is not looking nice. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Leaving the out ensure maintenance service can safely transfer the patient. Oh, you've said, Tam, you've copied it. Yeah, you've copied it from the Sunderland Twitter. Thank you. Hopefully it can come around soon. Did you see the goal from Leeds? Did you see the goal from the Leeds players the other day? Seymour, I did. I saw Maguire's one as well. The Leeds fan, because Maguire's a Leeds fan, right? The fact that they were all telling the fuck off is hilarious. While we wait for the game to restart, can you tell us where the players position and what formation? Yeah, absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. It is very serious, I think. Burton, any fans on a long Tuesday night? Yeah, Jason, not great. Just came into the Crush channel showing up as live. Thank you. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Rainey. Appreciate that, buddy. Only started my own in October. Oh, thank you very much, buddy. Thank you very much. Wigan getting beat. Rotherham are now winning 2-0. Like I said, that one's very much on the paper. I don't understand what that says. Israel Rares. Please, can you translate that to English and then put it in? When did that Shrewsbury Red even happen? It was probably about 2.5 minutes ago. Watching it, hope there was no commentary at all. Liam, yeah, like the commentary is just an advert. It is literally just an advert. That's what I'm seeing on the SAFSee page. So it looks like it's getting postponed, but we'll make sure. Mackenzie, no. The GT73, thank you very much for the sub. Interesting that these incidents are being publicized now. The game has been temporarily suspended due to a medical emergency and will resume shortly. So here's what I can say, literally on the SFC. So it is going to happen tonight. That's good. Looks like they've cleared the area from the fan. You can see like fans here. Let me just hide that again because I don't want to get taken down because of a static screen. Then we'll talk about the formation, right? We'll talk about the formation like you suggested, Mike. Like you suggested. Right. So let me just interact with. I need to put up a specific post, don't I, to get it to work. Let me turn that one so it goes in error and interact. Put it as a 0, and you can see the lineup. Could be abandoned. It's not going to be abandoned. I don't think it's going to resume shortly. I think that's the official line, Liam. So Patterson's in goal. You've got Winchester, Wright, and Sirkin at the back. Then you've got Gooch on the right. No, Winchester, Wright, and Doyle at the back. Sirkin on the left, like as a left winger. Gooch on the right as a right winger. You've got Evans and Matete as holding midfielders. Then just in front of them is Pritchard and Stuart Defoe front. Bruh. Welcome along. Hi, Dov. How you doing, mate? Sent you the thing. I think sent one up now. I was. I don't mind Rainbow Six Siege, mate. To be honest, like it's a chill game. I'm just not as good as you are. The incident has been going on for about. Let me just see how long, because it was minute 4 of this game. For about 20 minutes. Borough is losing to 1-0. No idea what that means, mate. Welcome along. Yeah. Israel Rares said what happened. I don't. Do I have to Google it? And do I have to bonk people? Bonk is my term for banning. Okay. What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? Okay. What language is that? I think Defoe, Michael says, I think Defoe should have been in the starting lineup from when he first returned and not been benched. I agree with that, Michael. Mike's okay. I hope Mike's okay. Mr. Ward, I think you're right, but I also think like Jermaine Defoe hasn't had a lot of match time prior to coming back to Sunderland, so throwing him in at the start would have just potentially like knackered him out, and he could be injured now because of it. So all ifs and buts. But putting him on for like 19 minutes in 2 games where we're already losing is like a hit and hope thing. Not fantastic. Portuguese. Cool. Awesome. Welcome Portuguese Mackems. Half an hour or more, players still in dressing room. Yes. So I can see literally that screen is still on here. I can see little kids running up and down the sideline. So it looks like they've cleared the emergency. The guy's off to hospital now. I think they'll start letting the fans that were in that area back into the ground, and they'll let the players back on the pitch. And I think they'll either restart the game or they'll continue on in the same amount of time that's already been played. Hume scored Pompey's equaliser. But no, I find that kind of funny more than anything. The fact that we got rid of him in the January transfer window because he was Lee Johnson's. Well, he's one of Lee Johnson's lot that he didn't get along with, right? If we don't get along with our manager, we get rid of them. And to be fair, the half decent players that we're getting rid of, Charlie Wyke, Max Power, Denver Hume, they're not like, don't get me wrong, they're not our Premier League level of players, but they're solid players, and the proof that is in the pudding with that they are solid. Chris Maguire, the proof is in the pudding. They're getting goals, they're getting assists, but for us, they were doing not enough. I don't know, like treat a player well, and he'll play well for you. Angioman64, thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate that, buddy. Sorry, just had dinner. Who's been injured and for what team? Sony, it's not a player injury. It's a fan in the crowd who has collapsed. They've cleared the emergency from the stadium, so he's on his way to the hospital, and we should be getting back underway anytime soon. This game kicked off at 19:45, so it kicked off just over half an hour ago. Is Wyke better from his collapse? Charlie Wyke? Charlie Wyke is playing for Wigan, mate. That's not who's collapsed. Like Charlie Wyke at Wigan, he's been firing. He was firing for us. I had no idea why we got rid of him. Genuinely, like, no idea. We got Ross Stewart in, who is now the league top scorer as well. But could you imagine Ross Stewart and Wyke up front together? It just baffles me that we didn't keep our top scorer in the same division. Makes no sense. And give him to a rival. There we are. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Mick. I Let's subscribe to your channel. I didn't get that sound. So Mick, the wow sound is basically if you've got your profile with your subscriptions publicly sharing, it'll do that. So it's a ping notification for everybody who has open profiles. If you've got like a private setting where you still subscribe to channels but you don't share it with everybody, that's why you don't come up in that wow bit. Well, thank you, Mick. White collapsed earlier in the season. I didn't see that. Sorry, actually, I didn't know that happened. Wait, what? What the hell? What happened? Josh. It was Aidan O'Brien that scored for Wigan. What? Aidan O'Brien scored for. Aidan O'Brien doesn't play for us anymore. Pompey. That's mad. Again, another player. Why do we get rid of him? He was a solid player. He Twitch streams, which I think is really bizarre. He streams and he streamed pretty much 2 days after we lost, quite embarrassingly. I think that's quite a thing. Charlie White has a heart problem. Hasn't played for months. I did not know that. The last time I saw, he fired 2 in 1 game. But yeah. Really not keeping up with the league as much as I thought I was. Even if the Defoe doesn't do everything, his presence on the pitch should better the rest of the team. Maybe. Like, I think Jermaine Defoe is just another human, right? He's just a person. He can't do everything for us. All he has to do is when he gets his shot to put it in the back of the net. At least we know with Defoe shots, they're not going to be fizzled, weak, piss water shots. They're actually going to be like sturdy efforts. I didn't know that about Wyke though. That's really. I hope he's all right, and it sounds like he's all right because I would have had the news that he'd been released from football. A bit like Christian Eriksen, isn't it? He did that as well. Too many players had the dodgy vaccine. Wyke collapsed in training. I was at a training match. I wasn't at the game. Okay. Is the fan okay? We're not sure, Toots. We'll find. I think we'll find out because there's that many people interested now. But he is on the way to the hospital. Do you watch Sunderland Until I Die? So I watched the first 2.5 seasons up until Darren Gibson. Fucking that melt of a human, and then I just lost interest. It's embarrassing. I watch it when we're on the up and up, but like. We signed the Netflix contract for Sunderland Until I Die in competition and in it was in competition for like what Tottenham and Chelsea and Man City are doing, but we just fell down the league, so not anymore. I did when it first came out, but not anymore. It's for Pompey. It wasn't Hume. Good, apparently. Did not. Same for Bruges. He's now got a dodgy heart. That's why he's out. Yeah, I heard that about Bruges. Do you reckon... Oh, Cambridge are 2-0 up at Plymouth. That one's a shocker. Cambridge run away with that result. That'd be kind of... That's huge for Sunderland. If we get back underway, that's huge. Is a flat? We don't know. MK Dons have just took the lead at Charlton. We're getting around the halfway mark for most of these games. Obviously, the Sunderland game is now. Yeah. So, Cabdi, there's a fan that's been taken to hospital. The stadium is still full of people, by the way. So you can probably see loads of fans here. There's a couple of people milling, but like there's fans everywhere. So they're not postponing the game. They're just they're postponing it on the evening. Bruges, not Bruges. It's because I'm thinking about my holiday, John. It's because I'm thinking about my holiday. I know. The commentary is this, mate. The commentary on the website is this sticker and some audio, like some background music. It's not working, Finitman. Don't scream! What happened to the Sunderland game? Yeah. How's the fan? Please, any info? I think we are relying on Twitter essentially for live updates on the fan. Wow, who just did that? Andrew O season? It's on 2 lines. Andrew, thank you very much for the submit. Appreciate that, buddy. Liam Younger, thank you very much for the sub as well. Appreciate you, buddy. I've left the stadium. Couldn't really see it getting underway based on what's going on. Hashtag. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. If the game does kick off again, would you go back into the stadium? Apparently he's receiving chest CPR. Thank you for that update as well, Chloe. Basically, fans collapsed at the game and it's been on pause. What's happening? Yeah, CPR is coming through from a lot of people. The match may be cancelled. Hope he's okay. Me too. Me too. I'm kind of confused why. I'm just thinking back. I was in London a couple of years ago to a Billy Connolly concert thing, like a gig, and there was one of these incidents in the crowd. A woman screamed, "Can I get some help?" Billy Connolly made a joke about it, like he thought he was getting heckled, and then like no, she was just screaming. So they got medical attention there, got the ambulance, put him in a wheelchair, and got him out of there, and then the show resumed like half an hour later, after like Billy Connolly realised what was happening. So it was kind of similar to this. Yeah, I hope they're okay as well. Like, I can see the event kicking back off because the person that's involved in the medical incident isn't involved in the event. The spectator at the event. Yeah, sorry. Wiseman saying only fools rush in. Yes, Stephen. Lee Johnson was sacked because he was questioning why 2 of our keepers had heart issues following jabs. That's that Derek. I think that's a bit more of a conspiracy more than fact. That's a rumor. Until Lee Johnson tells us exactly why he was sacked, that rumors will speculate around. I think he got sacked because he lost 6-0 to Bolton Wanderers. I'm home now, only in Seaburn. Supported has defibrillator and compressions. What? Is he still in the stadium? Tip, mate, come on. Really? When a match is delayed this loads of people have to leave before the end, trains to catch, etc. Yeah, and I think I don't know, like logistics. I think train companies will put on extra trains, or bus companies will be there. They're not just going to stop all services, and services run till midnight. So yeah, I think transport should be okay. It's a fan who matters, exactly, Victor. If he's still in the stadium, that's scary. There's an like, I can't remember which corner it is. I think it's the northeast corner. There's an ambulance, like the tunnel entrance, and like where like the lawnmowers and stuff like that come in and out of the stadium. That's where like the ambulance parks. It'll be a quick exit if need be. The game's going to be underway in 10 minutes. Nice. Okay, so have we had confirmation from Sunderland that fans are advised that play will resume following a 10-minute warm-up. We'll continue to send our best wishes to the supporter involved and thank you for all your cooperation and support. So the game is going to be back underway. Hashtag, if you want to head back to the stadium, feel free to do so. On his way to the hospital now. Thank you, Michael. So we're going to be back underway. Good. Well, not the one benefit of this. The one thing that we can do now is when our game ends, all of these other matches will be completed at that stage. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, look. So, you might be able to see it, but bottom left corner, you can see fans clapping. Might be able to see it. I don't know if you can. It's very small. But, yeah. We are getting back underway. People are happy that the game's going to get back underway. The fan's on his way to hospital. Yeah. It was only 4 minutes in, so it's either a restart or not. Chloe, yes. They can drag him to the concourse. Mate, Chip, really, mate? What if that... genuinely here, right, Chip, if that was your brother, your dad, your son, your wife, whoever, someone close to you, would you like them just dragging you out? No, you wouldn't. Grow up. Grow up, mate. People matter more than entertainment. That's absolutely stupid. No. Thank you for everybody that's here. I've had a tenner. Someone, where's that? I've had a tenner one. Just messed that. It's scrolled up too fast. I've had a tenner. Someone will collapse. Got a tenner one quid in. That's just fucking rude. Here's a rubbish fact. I was at the steward at Roker Park, the Stadium of Light, but in Peter Reid's desk, his office. Last game at Roker Park was mental. Everyone was nicking things. Mate, to be fair, Stephen, could you imagine, like, the stadium's going to get destroyed? Who's gonna worry about assets? You'd take a brick, wouldn't you? You'd take a brick. You'd take a pencil hole. You'd just take whatever. Respect, thank you. Yeah, they are. Yeah, so the warming up now. The warming up. Stuff's happening. Let me see if the audio's back. Yeah, you can hear the fans just in the background. Kick him off. I think Spanner should be here. Spanner. But yeah, I'm gonna put user in time. Don't need it.
Welcome back to the Stadium of Light here.
Audio. There you go.
On Tuesday, the
we can hear it.
February, Sunderland versus Burton Albion.
Roy King, thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it.
A long period of time because
Let me just quickly. 64 likes. What have I done?
Very significant.
Thank you very much for hitting the like button. I know it's like a horrible moment in this.
The game will restart.
Yeah, it's a horrible moment, but
a 10-minute warm-up for both sets of players.
Bit of a
extremely surreal circumstances here tonight, Danny. Have you ever been involved in something like this before?
Not with the crowd incident, no. There's obviously been a few in recent weeks, hasn't there? But no, obviously injuries in games with severe injuries to players.
Chloe well said. We all love Sunderland, but life's more important.
Yeah,
exactly.
Great. You know, we were a couple of minutes into the game, weren't we? And as you said,
can you block this fans from making? You can't, Helen. You can't make. You can't block offensive comments coming in, but you can block them once you receive them. So yeah. I do stream quite a bit on Twitch. With my gaming, I'm just going to literally pull out my Xbox controller to show you that I game, and I come across quite a lot of trolls on there. So we call it a bonk hammer. So as soon as we see it, bonk, they're off.
Everyone's thoughts at Sunderland Football Club.
Why can't you can delete? I can delete the trolls, but you have to have the troll message come through first. Players are warming up now. Graham, thank you very much. How many corners has it been?
Very soon.
Corners? Two. I don't think we've had a corner yet. Yeah, no corner kicks at all.
And very odd situation for the players.
1-0 Sunderland.
You've been in the dressing rooms many times. You've played hundreds of games in your professional career.
Right, I'm going to turn them down a little bit.
For the players, Danny, I mean, you've been in the dressing rooms many. For the players, Danny, I mean, you've been in the dressing rooms many times.
There we go. turn them down a little bit. Late finish tonight, yes, Dean, it will be. Welcome back, Mad Mac. Let's get in the bag. Could someone answer how many corners have already come out? None. What do you mean? The stats are here. Does that make sense? I think we're at half time on some of these games as well. So Rotherham 2-0 up, Wigan are losing 1-0, MK Dons are now 1-0 up, Wickham are 1-0 up at Wigan, obviously. Oxford is still drawing, and Plymouth are losing 2-0. So if Sunderland pick up a point in this game, we will climb into... No, we won't, because we're on goal difference, so we'll be on 56 points, tied with Plymouth, but in 7th still because of goal difference. That's bad. Don't you have it? I have 2 moderators. I'm actually... DJ, I'm going to put DJ as a mod as well. Because myself and DJ have a podcast we do on Mondays. This is like literally my 5th or 6th stream as a Sunderland content creator. So I don't have many mods. If you're happy to be a mod, Mick, I'm more than happy to make you a mod. But obviously, same rules apply to you as they do to everybody in the chat. Be nice. You can be frustrated at the you can be frustrated at the players. You can call them wankers, but don't call each other or anything, because that's life's too short for it. Need this game big time. 0 corners. Wishing them a speedy recovery from a Bolton fan. Thank you, Ian. I really appreciate that. I'm predicting 3-2 Sunderland. Thank you. Is there any way to watch the game for free? Faction. You could do it on a dodgy link. I haven't got the dodgy link to hand. I am watching it through SAFSee's official match day. Hence, I've got Danny Collins in the background. Only 5 minutes played. I think Graham, I think the game might be restarted. We're not 100%, but 5 minutes played. These stats will either reset or we will do that. Mick, welcome. Thank you very much. Alex from Santa Morella, Rome. Come on, Black Hat. Alessandro, welcome very much. And all I can think of when I'm saying your name, Alessandro, is the Lady Gaga song Alejandro. So, Alessandro. Hi from New York. Welcome, Andy Hunter. Welcome along.
For a considerable amount of time.
Can I call myself a Sherman tanker? If you want to. What do you think of Defoe? I think it's what we need. I think we've needed it for a while. We've needed 2 people up front. Having one figurehead was working for the first month or so for us in the season. It worked well for us around the Christmas period, but one person up front doing everything week in, week out, it's too tiring. It's too much pressure. Ross Stewart's done a fantastic job, don't get me wrong, but having that extra outlet for the wingers to cross into, absolutely essential. I think they're restarting. This is what I'm seeing right now. I'll let you know when the game's back underway. I think we're restarting the whole thing as well. New York in the USA. Is the fan okay? We're not sure, Simon. We know that CPR was carried out on the fan, and the fan is now on the way to hospital. That's as much as we've had confirmed. We obviously hope he's okay as well. But yeah. Did I sail with you? Do you think 5-3-2 or better would be better than 4-4-2? No. I personally think we need a 3-5-2. We need more control in the middle of the park. Because if we play 3 at the back, we're playing 3 at the back with a deeper defence. Our defence is slow. So because our defence is so slow, those long balls over the top are beating us, and let's face it, like League One is full of teams that ping the ball up the pitch rather than play it through. So we need that control in the middle, but we also need to play further back. So 3-5-2 would be our best formation, in my humble opinion. Everybody's
If you are
welcome
just
to
tuning
theirs.
in and wondering what's happening, there was a medical emergency in the crowd here at the Stadium of
So,
Light. There's been a
Pagan, best
significant
wishes.
stoppage
Peter Reid's
and
ears
suspension
getting back to
of the
normal.
game. The players were in
What?
their dugouts.
Have I missed something about Peter
So
Reid
in
here?
the changing rooms.
Congrats on the channel from Madrid.
And,
Oh, thank
they
you very
have
much,
returned
Paul.
following a
Enjoying the
10-minute
banter and coverage.
warm-up
How
on the
we?
pitch.
How
The
we?
game will be
Are you
restarted
an expat
as
then,
the officials
Paul? Are
take the
you
field as well.
Mackem abroad? 3 points in the bag, defo every game if he does 45 minutes. Oh yeah, like I think if we have Defoe starting and we're getting early goals or first half goals, we're on form. So they've put, I'm going to show you now, the timer top left, they've put 12.5 minutes on the board, even though we've literally only played 4.
So the officials have decided to restart the game in the 12th,
Try to be posh.
13th
Welcome.
minutes or 12 minutes.
Hi mate, nice to see your channel doing well after it. Thank you very much, DJ.
That's where the officials
Thank you
have
very much.
decided to restart the game at. The time of which the difference of
Just
when
hit
players
250
initially went
subs.
off
Thank you
will
very
be added
much.
at the end
Mackem
of the
abroad,
first
good
half.
lad. Good lad.
Are you with me?
Bend the name. So the game has restarted at 12 minutes 30.
I think surely the referee knows where he's stopped his.
That's really weird.
And he could have gone from there, but he's added that on. Is he okay?
So we're starting the game at 12 minutes 30.
The Stadium of Light following that significant suspension of play. Here's Callum Doyle through the lines looking for Jermaine
We're back
Defoe,
underway.
who's
Jermaine
starting.
Defoe, Pritchard. We're literally just.
Fell for the first time back in
Everybody's like.
Sunderland.
Look, just. You probably can't tell from that, but like when the ball's on the floor, Jermaine Defoe's on the ball. Oh my God! Well, actually, we're looking quite good here. Not gonna lie.
On the far side.
Where's Trey Hume? I don't think he's in the starting. Let me just double check he's in the lineup.
He's had a couple of those early on.
Hume is not even on the bench.
He won a couple of them, almost played one into Jermaine Defoe's path, didn't he?
Trey's not on the bench. Trey's at home, mate.
Well with the striker.
Trey's at home. Did it Trey or try? Try.
Long searching ball
Game's about to start.
Gooch.
We're seeing to Campos that was less than 5 minutes played.
By Tom Hamer.
Not certain of the time start, but it was second, 3rd minute. 0 corners. Yeah. Offside from Sunderland. So just lost to 8 minutes. Yes. But Dean, if we were 1-0 up in the 90th minute, now it would have been the 82nd. So I don't know. Added injury time. Graham Burtis, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate you, buddy.
Garrett.
Injury time. No, I think they're going to do no extra time on this one. I think they want everybody home as soon as possible.
Forward and it's,
Was that not off the pitch?
Hasselbank in doing so. Can Sunderland break from here?
So it looks to be.
Burton throw.
We're cutting back. Burton have got the throw on our on the edge of our 18. 5-3-2. Stack the back while down the line. Well done. Keep it long. Hope to force Stuart Pritchard. Keep it. Yeah, to be fair, I think that's what we need. Mike. Oh. Sorry, my eyes are getting blurry. Trey is in Trey. Like Trey. He's at home making the tea.
Too long on that occasion.
He lit the guy on the 18-yard box, throws it, and it goes out for a goal kick. He throwed it for a goal kick.
Hughes, I think it doesn't have to be too precise there. I think throw it pretty much towards the 6-yard line and it'll cause problems.
Yeah. Sunderland win once like 3-1-4-2. Would have liked Bath instead of Doyle. Absolutely. Bath is supposed to be quality. That's a foul. That's a foul. Oh, it's going to be a late one. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so. It's sort of central, isn't it? Opportunity to put the ball in the box.
Always me. It's not going to be too late. I think it should be done. Well, you got 90 minutes from now plus. Well, you got 30 minutes from now to half time, then 45. So you got about 90 minutes from now, which will be 20 past 10. It should be finished at about 20 past 10. which is obviously quite late for a lot of public transport and stuff. So, yeah. Lads. It's a goal kick for Burton. I think they've reset the stats, you know. They've reset the stats. It's definitely going to be a late one. Chloe, where are you? Oh, mate. Get bonked. Really creepy.
Callum Doyle, cool as you like, passes it to Dennis Serkin, who goes forward with the ball. Ross Stewart out on the far left-hand side.
I'm going to class that as harassment. Stewart hits it from the edge of the 18, low and to the left. I've put him down. I've put a harassment report on for you for Chip. Because that's really creepy, mate. Like, why are you asking? Stop asking ESL on people's. Are you in 2000? It's going to be a late one on. That's the players' performance. Robbie, I hope it's going to be 2-1, mate. I hope so. Last Metro is 22-23. Oh, where do you get the commentary? So you can get it from either BBC Radio Newcastle or from SAFSee's. The C is the word SEP. Official commentary, which you can pay £4.50 for a monthly pass, £45 for an annual pass, or £10 for a video, match day video on any game that isn't. Pritchard, it wasn't closed down, it was just gone. There's another bonk. Get fucked, bait. Remove. Let me just. I'll put you on timeout.
Just feeds it there into Ross Stewart, and Ross, as he goes to cross,
I'm more than happy for Newcastle fans to be here, by the way. But all you do is that your thing's mag debate, and all you're doing is coming into somebody's chat going SMB. Be respectful, mate. Learn how to type. Learn how to make an argument. Why suspend a match? So the match was suspended because a fan collapsed. And they're now on the way to hospital. CPR was administered for a while.
Right over the top, looking for Lyndon Gooch back in the side this evening. Goes down before the ball was. Well, yeah. Before the ball was back in possession of anyone.
Score now is still 0-0. We are on minute 19. The BBC thing says a minute 11, but yeah, it's minute 19.
Didn't get there.
The 4 hat-trick would be nice. We are looking really, really solid here. Gooch is on the right-hand side. He's trying to whip it in, but he does on low on the floor. Goes to Pritchard. Matete whips it back. Stifles it back to the midfield. Midfield looking for Pritchard, but gives it to Gooch. Gooch is about to whip it in. Low driven and headed away by the defence. And now it's hoofed up the pitch. And that's how we concede more goals.
Watch the ball dropping there. He was almost caught out as Nias.
3-0 for Sunderland. I hope so. I hope so. Thomas Hewer. Thomas House's first goal. Tony the Wonderful, right? Yeah, where? Suspend a match, where? In the formation, 4-4-2, I always forget about a player who should really be 1. Oh yeah, we always forget about the keeper. Because I think the keeper's a guarantee, right? 2-0 Stuart to 4. I would love that, Alessandro. Yes. That would be awesome. Both strikers working as a good partnership. Both of them assisting each other as well would be... Lucy, it was beautiful. Thank you very much for asking. Jersey is a really, really nice place. If you ever get the chance. I think it's a weekend break more than anything. I wouldn't go for a full week because I think that might be a bit too much. But, like, food's lovely. Just the history there. Like, there's loads to do. Yeah, 100% recommend it. Come on, Sunderland. Burton to score any goal? I'm not too sure they can, like, where they're putting themselves out now. The only way I can see them scoring is them hoofing it over the top. Genuinely, like, if they get it from defence and get us on the counter, that's the only way I think they are. Yeah. What happened to the sport? Courtney, they've gone to hospital. That's all we know. Here in Prince George, Canada. Nice. Welcome, Ken. Born in Sunderland, moved here in 1975. Always a Sunderland fan, win or lose. That kind of guy. There's lots of Sunderland expats on here. Thank you very much. I love it. Doing a great job. Thank you. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate that. Bailey Wright's hoofing it up the pitch. It's basically playing ping pong between the defenders at the minute.
Gives it to Callum Doyle.
Callum Doyle at the back. Baylor winning. Well done, Harold. Yeah, like I said, the game play for Burton is basically get it in the air and then try and collect it. That's all they're pretty much doing. Doing it to their defence to midfield, their midfield to attack, and that's about it. Like, they're not having any control on the ball. We are passing it on the floor. We're whipping it down the wing, and we're losing the ball every time there's two players attacking the person with the ball. So I think it's a really good sign.
Winchester. Pritchard. Looking for Lyndon Gooch. Can he get there? The keeper's retreated. Lyndon Gooch. He could get the right side of the man.
What?
He puts it across.
Gooch. Oh!
He got in there, but it's gone up for the
Lyndon
corner.
Gooch beats the defender. The goalkeeper pulls back away from the ball. Gooch gets it, whips it in, and it goes to Ross Stewart. And the defender's just in the way of Ross Stewart to put him off. The keeper's legs wipe it away. It's really good from Sunderland. Really good. Let's go. See, really great to see that. Astronaut, I agree, mate. I agree.
First corner of the
Burton, Trent and Sunderland can't even score. The promotion anywhere haven't been good since Reedy left. PJ, I'm gonna guess you're not happy. Used to work 72 games. That seemed like as a Stewart. Gladly I left. Mate, like, yeah, it's one of them, mate. We are where we are, but if you support Sunderland, you support Sunderland. It doesn't really matter which league we're in, as long as we're performing on the pitch and putting in our effort. That's all a Sunderland fan really want. So Pritchard whips it in, edge of the box. Just pinballed off people all over the place in the box. It's out for a goal kick. How long's left? In the first half, we're on 24 minutes. So 45 plus 20. Quite a while, James. Quite a while. Welcome back, Mikey. Kazakh, correct. Will be great for the atmosphere. Top CT, thank you very much. Top CT 83. Can't miss out the 83. Thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate that. I love Sunderland fans. Thanks to Kev the Mev, who looked like a bomber from Lazio.
Ball still in play.
I don't know who Kev the Mev is. I don't know who Kev the Mev is. What are the conditions on the pitch lights? Tripping it down here. So, mate, I can show you the screen, but I can't show you for more than 7 seconds. So, Burton throw in. The pitch looks all right. There's like a little bit of like extra soil or extra mud, sorry, around the 18-yard goal bit, but on that, it looks like a half decent pitch. Looks pretty good comparative to the rest of the league. And well, Scottish leagues have Astro pitches, right? So not as good as an Astro pitch, but still good. Sunderland from here, Brazil. Gelton, you can use SAFSee or you can try a dodgy link. I don't know if any dodgy links work, but I'm watching that. Just drive. Rocket list. Hi all. League One. John Doe. Oh my god. I'm so offended. I'm so... League One, sad Mackem bastard. Oh. This insult's awesome, mate. Great input. Thank you very much. Thanks for helping the channel. How we play? We're playing serious. We're playing really good.
Gooch finds a good ball for Matete, who tries to play in circling. Can he get there? It's just too much on it. Lyndon Gooch is looking bright.
We're looking really strong.
Lyndon Gooch driving across the pitch, plays a lovely ball into, was it Matete, I think, was it? I'm not sure if Matte's trying
Thanks for the sub, mate. I'm not a sub to your channel.
To this right-hand side, and then Linda Gooch burst the pace there, and he slots it into Matete. And I think by the pace he's played on it, he's trying to play it past Jermaine.
Hide this user on the channel. So you will never be seen by anybody else now, Chip Buddy. You can keep watching me. You can keep interacting, but nobody else will ever see your messages other than me. So, yeah. Hi, Kevin. New Zealand hoping. Alison, welcome. Jermaine Defoe's on the ball. He's isolated.
Stewart picks it up.
Stewart's got the ball. Gooch gonna put it out. Winchester crosses it in. Over the head of Matete, but it's out for a corner. This is really good play from Sunderland. This is, we're out and out attacking pretty much all the time. You can probably tell by the attempts, the possession. We're the better team on the night. We are the better team right now. This is fantastic to see as a fan. Obsessed, mate. Obsessed. Yeah. This is the lowest of the low. It is the lowest we've ever been.
Number 3 for Sunderland. This time all the actions on the front post.
The lowest we've ever been is 13th in this league.
Lots of movement now.
So we're not far off it. So the corner goes to 3 defenders and all of them go for their header. None of them somehow clashed heads. Gooch. So right now there are 9 of the 10 outfield players for Burton in the box. So Lucas, thank you very much for the sub, buddy. I really appreciate that. John Doe, rent free.
Turn on it. Winchester.
This is looking fantastic, mate. This is looking good. Pritchard has a shot. It's low driven. It was a bit of power, but it was like. Thank you very much. There you go, Lucas. Popped up. Thank you very much. Bombing, I play Halo Infinite as well. What have I missed? So basically, a lot of Sunderland possession, a lot of attacking drive. We looked pretty solid on the ball. I think the only thing that we've lacked so far is the ball in the back of the net. We've earned it. Either half Sunderland. I'm going to change my prediction. 8-0 to Sunderland. That's way too optimistic, Mike, but there you go. Underrated channel. Can't believe the channel's got not got recommended to me. It's good. Oh, thank you, astronaut. That's really nice of you. Appreciate that. What are you saying? This is terrible, Neil. I don't think it is. You're not watching this. Like, we're holding we're getting pressed on the ball quite a lot, and we're holding on to it. We are attacking. The only thing that we're not getting is the ball in the back of the net.
We have been sharper tonight. We've popped the ball around quite well.
I'm like, if we play like this every game, we'd be where Rotherham are. No shadow of a doubt. Welcome, Tiago from Brazil. Agabula is still warming up. I don't think so. No, nobody's on the sidelines warming up.
Good willingness to get it back from Sunderland, Danny.
Yeah, and I think
need to score now. I was there 99th playoff time on the Mags. Oh my god, yeah. I'm an 89 baby, so like my first proper seasons of being a Sunderland fan were 95, 96. So basically when Quinn Phillips were a partnership or up and coming. Julio Arca, great, like it was just absolutely great era. What happened? Is Master Chief playing? Done until I die. This is terrible. It's Burton Albion, for God's sake. Neil, goals take time. Goals take time. I know it's not like fantastic. Like, I think if we continue like this for the full 90, the next, well, we're in 31st minute. We continue playing like this for another 60 minutes, Burton will crack. Ross Stewart at Jermaine Defoe. Jermaine Defoe trying to break the last defender. The last defender just hooks up into the air. And now it's just pinged up in the air. They are just pinging it up. Burton are hoofing it everywhere. That's it.
At Burton Albion. Went to Derby,
yeah.
Cardiff, Sheffield United. A couple of
Why is Sunderland still on live because of injury?
And now he's back as the captain.
On injury
Burton
SAFSee
Albion.
table. It's still on.
Yes.
Burton is locked in defence game. Oh, absolutely, Gilton. Astronaut is right, to be fair. Well, what did he say? What is he saying? What does Astronaut say? Won't let me scroll.
No.
Ba, 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 ba.
Very confident of this going the distance because there's Nias is on the front post and a couple more as well.
Lumbered Coils versus.
Flicked on. There might be a chance here for Nias.
He's offside.
Johnny Smith. Sunderland put bodies on the line there.
That was not nice. Here we are. Here we are. You watching? He's offside. He is definitely offside. But doesn't go into the goal and blocked.
Corey Evans in there behind him. Callum Doyle
Ooh. MK Dons are now 2-0 up against Charlton. That one looks like it's going to be set. 3-1 against Man City. What a night. Positive performance, really positive performance. I'm apart from that scrambly moment, Burton have looked dead and buried. But still 0-0. So all it takes is one stupid goal. DDW, so there's so much extra time. This is not extra time, this is normal play. The game was delayed due to an injury, not an injury, due to a fan passed out and taken hospital. CPR was performed. That's as much as we know. So there's a medical emergency. That's the words I was trying to get in my head. Very Bullock. That's timed out. That just looks like a holy shit. Yes. That just looks like a bot message. So bye. He said you're underrated. Oh, thank you. Yes. I remember reacting to that. That's a looking good so far, Neil. Yes, I agree with that, Neil. It's very confident. Also a funny number for the possession. Like, apart from that shot that I showed you a couple of seconds ago, Burton haven't done anything this game. Literally hoofed the ball everywhere. Jermaine Defoe. Probably about 30 yards out, passes it left to Matete. Matete is hooking it, passes it to Pritchard. Pritchard controls it back to Matete. Matete is holding it on the edge of the 18. Back to Pritchard again, into the middle of the pitch, and that's a foul. Yeah, Pritchard's got a foul, and probably is the 28 to 30 yard mark on the left hand side of the box. He definitely fouled him. Definitely fouled him. Only stat that matters is goal. Exactly, Sirius. Exactly. And potentially red cards. Because, look, Blue Boy 896, thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciated. Dead and Buried, you talk absolute drivel. Rust Bucket. Jilton Lira, thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate it. Dead and Buried, you talk... have you seen them? Are you watching the same game as me? Craig Foster, thank you very much for the sub. Are you watching the same game as me, right? You watching the same game as me? Okay. Okay. Defoe's playing okay. He's not actually had a shot yet. But he has controlled it. He's passed it around. He's just played as like a standard player, to be honest. Nothing outstanding. Where are you watching? I'm watching on SFC. Ooh, that's a good effort. You're obsessed. About what? I'm a Sunderland fan, but what am I obsessed about, mate? Mr. Bailey.
Just didn't quite get that diff, on the way back down once it got over the wall.
Oh, you're saying John Doe's obsessed? Can't wait till Newcastle win the Prem. Young fans will split. Yeah, no.
He's got a man over as well. There's one coming into the box. Oh, it's a terrible pitch from Johnny Smith.
100 likes, is it? Thank you very much, everyone. Appreciate the likes. Thank you for calling that out, Super. Dead and Buried. It's 0-0. How Dead and Buried? Get real. Okay. Do you mean Defoe's had a shot?
Well, in the the space of 20 seconds, we've seen 2 opportunities for Sunderland.
They've done nothing.
One that Burton should have done better with. You see there when he's in all left foot.
This is how Burton take their chances.
He stumbles.
I think he's
trying to put the
That's Burton's chances. That's Burton's best chance.
I think there once he's in.
Edinburgh might have been a bit too strong, but yeah, we're much better off.
See on his perhaps his weaker left foot.
Defoe has a shot and it goes off another Sunderland player to go out for a goal kick. Let's go, Burton AM. Welcome along, Burton fans. You have to survive. Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think Newcastle will survive the Prem, but I don't think they're going to be winning it, mate. Unless they do a Leicester, they're not winning it. They're not winning it. They missed their chance with Alan Shearer's era.
Huge cuts it out.
Come on, son. Welcome back, Dale. Oh.
Straight to Burton. Flicked over the top there.
Message deleted. Message deleted. Message redacted. What's happening here? SAFSee is where he's watching it. Thank you, Super. Depends on league. Definitely League One next season. Where things are going, I reckon we'll be struggling to keep in League One. The club should be treated. I'm guessing you're missing off the word better. PJ, I agree, mate. Like, we need to solidify more than what we've done so far, but our current run of form is dog shit, and I don't skid about it. We've hoofed it. Jermaine Defoe's one-on-one with the defender. The defender is strong and heads it away.
Keep it in and bring it out.
That defender's still got the ball, but Pritchard's now on it. Come on. That was really good. Pritchard fizzled it too much. Doncaster in the lead against Accrington Stanley. We're looking better. We are looking a lot better. It's just that final shot on target. The shots that have been on target have been fizzle shots, but the shots that have been off target have been great strikes. Extinct Josh, thank you very much for the sub. So there's 7 minutes left of this half. I'll pop on the screen here. The time is in the top left corner. 38 minutes and 42 seconds. So we've got about 7 minutes of first half. So Pritchard whips it deep at the back. Stewart, I think, fells the defender. He's got the defenders on the floor at his feet. John Doe still living rent free, mate. No idea. Bolton Wanderers and Crew have just took the lead in their games respectively. That means Crew are now rock bottom. Crew's still rock bottom on 22 points. Doncaster are creeping away from them. Because Crew and Doncaster were as shit as each other. But Doncaster are picking up wins now, here and there. That's really, really intriguing. Bolton winning puts that 51 points to 56 to get to the playoffs. They're 2 games from the playoffs. 6 in a row, 6 in a row. Yes. Owen Russell. Matete whips it up the line. The keeper's miles away from his goal. Kicks it out straight to a Sunderland player. I think we're just missing that final bit of quality into our strikers. As soon as they get the good connection in and around the box, I think we've got a goal. Let me just put up the Twitter thing. Neil is on the bench, yeah. So we've got Hoffman, Bath, Jacku, Embleton, Neil, Clark, and Roberts to come off the bench if we need them. 2019, Sunderland become the richest club in England. 21, become the richest club in the world. Okay. Yes. Richness doesn't include being rich does not mean you're going to win games. You can have all the money in the world, but you can piss it up the wall. Fucking means nothing. I'm rich, okay. Good on you. Here's the pat on the back that you need. Who do you think will win in the Wimbledon ATM?
it was worth the yellow card.
No, I think you can see Alex
I'm not sure, mate.
pointing across the pitch.
If we play it like, no,
a late tackle, maybe the
I'm
one
guessing that
where
means at the
Lansing
weekend.
caught Pritchard, didn't he? Similar in a way.
Let me just load up our upcoming fixture because I don't look too far forward.
What they are, those ones. I think he actually slides past him more
Fixtures, we've got
than anything Carl Winchester.
got Wigan on the weekend,
Jackson.
Charlton, Fleetwood. In the Wigan match at Wimbledon, Gillingham, I think probably Gillingham might snatch it, I said. I've recently spoken to Clive Mendonca, and not a lot of Sunderland supporters know this, but Clive would have been a Sunderland player if it wasn't for the crooks on the board, Sunderland boardroom. To be fair, mate, like, I think that doesn't surprise me at all. Our upper management has always been dodgy as fuck. When we first got the American owners from the Irish Consortium, when we got the Irish Consortium, then we had the American owners. Now we've got the current mess. Yeah, we've always had somebody a bit weird up the top. They're not on the pitch. They're throwing the money at, well, they're throwing some money at the club, or getting money from the fans at the club. That's it. So, I see Newcastle have just announced that the 2 seahorses on their flag are to be replaced by a couple. William, that's funny.
It's Powell.
Left
footed delivery. It goes right across, and Patterson comes and collects. He can't get there. It's cleared.
Yeah, that was easy clearance, mate. No, ATM means at the moment. Okay, sorry. Who do you think will win in the Wimbledon? In Wimbledon at the minute. I think Gillingham will snatch it, mate. I think Gillingham will snatch it in that match. Wigan next. Yeah. But Wigan dropping points in the last couple of games. Well, last game they've drew, lost, won, drew, and now they're losing. We beat them at the start of the season as well. So I don't know. Like, if we win this in the second half comfortably, yeah, there's a potential there that we could beat them. But again, pessimistic, probably not. Let's be real. Pessimistically or realistically, if we before this match we're playing them now, we probably lose. Chris Wood would rip Sunderland 5 new holes. Don't know who Chris Wood is, to be honest. I get nervous the longer game's on and we're at 0-0. To be honest, I'm not. I think we're ready for half time. We are still like pushing up. We've had a high tempo for a good 40 minutes now. Yeah. Holy shit, I am not saying your name. That is way too long and I'm way too dyslexic to say that. I'll just call you 50. Why, I man, this is the only footy on. Okay. Okay. Really appreciate the hard work and the active streams. Keep up the grind. Thank you, Sonny. I appreciate that, mate. Like the Mags will piss it up the wall. Have it sacked over the summer. I reckon genuinely though, with the Mags, with all the money that they've got, they'll get big in. They're getting huge names, and they'll do a Kieran Trippier. They'll sign for the money, and then like give up. If they're not winning their first 5-6 games, they'll give up. And you paid these people a shit ton of money for no. Going back to not having Brian Clough was the first big mistake. Chris Wood is a donkey, to be honest. Genuinely no idea who he is. Dreaming having Eddie Howe at the helm. It's delusional, wouldn't care.
The referee should have maybe started back on the 4th minute.
I don't know who Dan Ashworth is. Not. The signing of Defoe is publicly... Oh yeah, PJ, I agree with that, mate. And we're going to now level with Wickham. So
just let everybody know that's when I stopped the game. That's where we're
yeah,
going to go from again. And instead of that, he's randomly added it on.
That's good.
12.5 minutes, and now, as I said,
Donkey could do more than him. I think we signed Wood to take away other teams' best striker. So that's also fighting relegation. That's interesting. Did Matete come from? I can't. Was it Accrington? Accrington have pretty much settled themselves into the mid-table. Like they're going to finish there. They're not going to go right. They're not going to down. Benji, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the sub. I really appreciate that. Can't believe Mags come on here. Must have a Simon. I welcome Mags so loud in here, mate. Like I'm more than happy to have a healthy debate and a healthy chat about like each club. But just literally coming in like you're shitting way better. Like we've all heard it all before. I support the team I support. Like give me a solid argument. Toonami was like City and PSG, but we need to build. That's coming up from as the build a training complex first. I think that's a really good idea. If your team are to throw money at the club, I'd much rather they would throw money at the infrastructure, because if we're being brutal, right, the Northeast clubs, Sunderland, Middlesbrough, to a lesser extent Darlow and Newcastle, if they all have a solid like footballing complex, like the St George's Park near Burton, it benefits the entire area and brings up new football quality for people in the Northeast. So 100% behind that. Build up the infrastructure for your club and have your local talent be the best in the world. 100% on board with that. Fleetwood. Okay. He's from Fleetwood. Matete is from Fleetwood. Thank you. We are a club, when we go 2-0 down, we can't come back. And not many teams can come back from 2-0 down. The only team I could say that could solidly do that is this one. The assistant, Sunderland's assistant head coach just got a red card. Oh my days. So do you know when I said there's not going to be any extra time?
Well, the crowd understandably frustrated with that because it was never a free kick.
It's one of those, Frankie, where a lot of people, I think everyone in the ground sort of seen it. It's a 50-50.
I think Matete has a bright future as well. I think he's going to be very similar to Mata.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah,
Mata, who's went on to Fulham. Fulham are now flying. I don't know if he's still at Fulham, but he was great for us. Fantastic in our youth squad. Yeah, he'll go places if he plays his cards right. What about South Shields, mate? So I live close to where Kevin Phillips lives. Oh, it used to live. I'm not sure if he still lives there or if he lives in the northeast again. So the fact that Kevin Phillips has gone back up to the northeast to manage Shields tells me he's not really happy with his punditry.
Nias was offside.
That was dodgy. That was dodgy as fuck. Tom Neal has scored second half of the season. Shields! Shields are winning 3-1. Mate, if you've got Premier League quality manager at what level are that? Like Conference North 2 or something like that? I can't remember what Shields tier is, but I think like 7th or 8th tier in the pyramid. Having a Premier League player manage you, that quality is just going to shine through. Like League One, that Premier League quality, Jermaine Defoe, McGeady, doesn't always work. Just because you play in the Premier League doesn't mean you're going to be good on the pitch lower down when you're older, close to retirement. But management, that quality, like this is what I do. This is what I did. You do it. That level of professionalism at that tier is going to make that team absolutely destructible. They're going to be flying through League One. Daddy Live! Thank you, Ian B. Welcome. Just answering the question in the chat. The game was delayed due to a fan taking ill. Not sure how serious. It was very serious, Ian. The fan collapsed and had CPR. They're now on the way to hospital. That's all we know. Everyone will be in the same league as South Shields. Don't think so. Genuinely don't think so. 7th in League One, mate, but I don't think we're going to do. Doncaster, this time last season, were 6th. They were around 6 and 68th around this time of the season. Now they're 22nd, so it's not like unknown, but I don't think Sunderland are going to do with Doncaster. I don't think they're going to be like Gillingham. We're going to be hovering around here until we get the formula right. We're going to be hovering around the playoff places, the top 10 for the foreseeable future until we get our formula right. As soon as we get the formula right and we play it out for the entire season, we might be stuck in League One. Let's be honest. Fields is a nice town in County Durham. It's not in County Durham. In Tyne and Weir. Can we have more commentary? That's down to the commentary team, not me. The coverage. Yeah. So we pushed it up the right hand side. The defender handballs it, doesn't get a free kick. Winchester's got it down, bursting down the right hand side, passes it to Gooch. Gooch controls it. Bringing it in towards the centre of the pitch, looking for a layoff, still got hold of it, whacks it into the defender's face. Oh, yeah. More commentary, less talking. Okay, okay. Calm down. My channel, I'll do what I want. Don't like it. Find somebody else who's doing it, or let me do my thing. I'm having a chat with you. With people in here. Field is in the Northern Premier. Bladen is another nice town in County Durham. Okay. What happened to the fan? Did he just drop? I haven't seen any footage or anything. It's just medical emergency. Mag sing about the town in County Durham. Do they? Ideally, we want Wigan to draw. To be honest, mate, I think, like I said earlier, any of the teams above us, as long as they're dropping points, if they're getting 1 point or none, it works. So when the teams above us are playing each other, a point apiece is probably the best outcome we can hope for. It's not trying to fight up to 2 teams, we're just trying to fight up to 1.
Time to play at the end of this first half. Stoppage time as Linda Gooch finds himself on the end of
this one. Trying to whip it in, whips it in heavy, goes to pretty much the opposite side of the 18-yard line, and yeah, we've got a throw. Wigan have took the lead. Can we stop talking about Wigan? Because as soon as we start talking about Wigan, they get goals in their game. It's time to change players. It's 54 minutes now in the first half. Washington will be mag territory. Well, Washington is the 50-50 split. Burton, yeah, Burton defender keeps it out of the way of Gooch and Stewart. Here we go. Look, this is what I'm talking about. So we whip it in. Defender gets it away from Stewart and Gooch. Yeah, the folder. So good defending from Burton there. Washington's mix, yeah, Washington's 50-50.
Very busy penalty area again.
Like you talking to me. Thank you, Benji. Benj. Love your channel. You always do your best to reply to everyone. That's great. Thank you. Thank you, Manus. Manus Vu. Sorry. Your name's great. Blythe Spartans are greater than Sunderland. Okay. John. John Doe. Better result if Wigan win. Why is that, Ben? Can you explain why that would be a better result if Wigan win? End to the first half. 55 minutes of the first half.
Suspension of play because of a serious medical emergency in the crowd. Understandably,
right, should we catch up on how are these games, like how far into these games are we? Because we're just at half time in the Sunderland match.
Just ending the first half. And Sunderland know what they need.
Look, I'm doing the commentary for them. Chelsea are beating Lille 2-0 in the 71st minute. So that's the one that won. 85th minute. So all of these results, apart from the Sunderland and Bolton Wanderers game, are well into the second half, close to finishing.
Took a while to get into the game. Came about from set pieces, long throw-ins, caused us a couple of problems. diagonal free kicks going in there.
Tsunami.
They've had the two best opportunities of that first half.
That is the most reasonable and well-adjusted comment I've had from it, Jordy, coming into my channel. 100%, genuinely. That's a realistic approach. Getting safety this season for the Toon, and building the squad up to a quality level and not expecting Europe in the first proper season of spending that money is logical. Sunderland will be 50 split. It's boring, man. Yeah, yes. Embleton time to make an assist. Portsmouth taking the lead against 10 men Shrewsbury. Can't catch Regan really. If Wickham get beat, we go playoffs. Do we? Oh yeah, we do. Good shout. Also, Wigan are winning 3-1, so wow. Wow. Somebody knows their shape. I see St. Park is being renamed the Mecca Stadium next year. What are your thoughts on that? I don't think that's real. I think that's a racist rumor, mate. I think. What's Blythe Spartan? What's Blythe Spartans? A security company? Completely agree. 3-1 though. The fact that 2 games are still 0-0 in the 82nd minute, Gillingham, Wimbledon, and Ipswich, Cheltenham. I know ours is 0-0 at half time. What are your talking points from an 80 minutes in the goals? Get it. Therefore agree. Need time to get together after that Spanish break. Exactly. Like I'm pulling it back to Sunderland and their signings. The new signings that have come in January. Doncaster 2-0 up at Accrington. Oh my god. Okay. They're firmly in shout of getting out of that relegation zone if they keep it up. Doncaster, well done. So yeah, like Sunderland need to. The team, like they've got these big name players. You've got Jermaine Defoe, you've got Roberts, you've got who else came in? Bath came in the January transfer, and those players are just that. They're not. I don't think they've gelled into the team yet. Judging what I've seen on the pitch there, I think Defoe with Pritchard and Matete is a partnership they've worked on a lot. I don't think Defoe and Stewart have worked on a lot of like feeding each other the ball kind of play, because I think they're both like expecting to be out and out strikers. One's in the game or one's not. Those 8 missing minutes could cost us. So we had 10 minutes of extra time, Dean, in the first half. So I think the referees kind of made up for it there. Don't call me Mackem. Can somebody tell me, like, do you know the name scrolling in the top corner? Has Poop came up? Yes, because I think we might have passed that named things. If Poop's gone.
Sunderland 0, Burton Albion 0. Let's have a look through
Who names their channel Poop?
And Danny, it was obviously a very strange half because of the suspension in play, but Sunderland actually came out and played
half time. 113 likes. Holy shit, guys! Thank you very much. Thank you. That's amazing. John Doe is greater than Ronald McDonald. Chris Minton, thank you very much for the sub, you hero. Oh my god.
It was comfortable for the keeper, Garrett, down to his right.
They're showing some highlights of the first half. Yeah, I'm not too sure. How are we still getting the 15 minutes half time, or are we coming out earlier? Do you know? Is that
from this really long ball in? I think we don't win that first one there. It's flicked on, and then you see there just goes in between.
I'm looking at their one shot that was half decent. That scramble from the throw in.
Scrambles it clear. This
This Pritchard just flies over the bar. That's the one I went, ooh. Do you have to pay for SAFSee? I do. I paid £10. I use my PayPal, to be honest. I don't look at my PayPal. So I use my PayPal amount. 5 Spartan history is greater than Sunderland history. Okay. Explain that rather than just like a shit statement. Frank Thomas, I'm not having bot things in my account. Bonk. Yeah. Callum Lang with 2 goals and 4 minutes down. Bolton taking the lead. We are coming like my mental space, because some are at half time. I'm thinking the other teams are at half time, but they're actually close to final whistle. Plymouth is 2-0 down in the 90th minute. Milton Keynes are up 2-0 in the 86th. Oxford 1 in the 86th. Doncaster in the 90th. 0-0, both in the 88th minute for Ipswich and Gillingham's games. Rotherham 2-0 up in the 86th minute. Shrewsbury 2-1 down at Portsmouth in the 89th. Wigan 3-1 up in the 86th minute. Naylor, Lang and Lang. What are Wickham doing? Bolton, Lincoln is 1-1. Both of those goals early doors in the second half from Johnston and Bramall. I'll get it right eventually. But yeah, thank you very much. That's awesome. Right, I'm going to catch up on the chat. I think they'll have to take the full halftime break. Is that'll probably be regulation, right? Thank you for that input, Mick. The only sponsors I see for us next season are Saudi Aramco, so the F1 Nissan and Saudi Golf on the shirt. Seeing the paperwork, but that, to be fair, with sponsorships for Newcastle, I think they've been dodgy for a couple of years, but that's down to Mick Ashley being dodgy as fuck. Like the Wonga thing, the weird Chinese betting company as well. Like, I don't know. Like, I think as long as a team's paying enough money to have their name on their shirt. Sponsor, like, Newcastle are going to be a big name to attach their kit to. I think Wonga might be in for another shout. Yeah, there's a couple of potential sponsors for you, but John Doe is now John Doe. Cambridge is now finished 2-0. So where does Cambridge 14th? Did they climb to 14th? Let me just see where they were at the start of the start of the night. Cambridge were 14th and they're now 12th. They climbed 2 places after that. That's, to be fair, that middle cluster, Cambridge down to Charlton, they've been like flipping places back and forth all February pretty much. Since the match against Arsenal, everything is going down. Oh, Gilton, that's a perfect summary. Getting smashed on TV 5-1 to Arsenal. Like, before that game, just look at my prediction videos. We were high flying. We're having a good time. Yeah, really good, perfect summary in one sentence. Well done. Armco or Saudi Airlines. I don't know enough. I generally don't know enough about the new Newcastle owners to do like sponsorships and like anything that isn't just outright racist. I'm not going to do. Don de Nutbo. Debt collection be big in Geordieland. Archeauto de 4. I don't think we're making any subs. Doncaster's finished 2-0. Somehow Doncaster haven't gone up in the table though. They were on 25 points. They should be on 28. Oh, there you go. There you go. It's just updated. New sponsorship, Assassins Aros. Urshan, I'm not sure what language that is. It looks possibly Portuguese. Ida Oritium Sunderland Jensenia. Actually, that doesn't sound Portuguese. I'm gonna have to Google Translate it. But can you please, if you are chatting in the side, use Google Translate to convert English, so I can try and keep up with what you're trying to say. They kill journalists. Oh my god. Yeah. No, thank you. Human rights are not a thing there. English too. It detects French. I'll try Turkish. Turkish to English. I bet Sunderland beat you. Turkish. I bet. So Google things, it says, I bet Sunderland beat you. And that makes no sense. Like that. Message redacted. Thanks, Mick. Mick, thank you very much. I do feel for Sunderland fans, shite ownership. I think we've had shite ownership for a long while. The last time I was excited about ownership was when Quinn, the Irish consortium, was our owners. I didn't like our management choice at the time, but the Irish consortium felt like they had Sunderland's back. And then when we sold it on from the Irish consortium, everything just kind of went, oh, we'll develop around the stadium, and nothing's really happened. Well, actually, no, the foundation of like that big square thing has been built. The hotel's been built, but that's off Sunderland Council, not the owners of the club. So I don't know. It is Turkish. I think Google helps with auto detecting. New Sunderland chant. Sunderland Jermaine has Dave for or no Archeauto Jade. Fair enough. I think it means I bet Sunderland win. Okay. Okay. It's a video game, of course. I don't think I have many of them left. But what about... What about that? I could have took that opportunity to get my... I drink the water. Okay, so... Cambridge is full-time 2-0. We knew that. Charlton is now full-time. That's 2-0. Doncaster 2-0. There's a lot of 2-0s. And Rotherham 2-0. Gillingham, Wimbledon. Gillingham didn't snatch it in the end. Wycombe 1-3. Bolton 3-1. New sponsor is Delta Wit. To be fair, anybody can sponsor a club, right, with the right amount of money. You just got to look at Ipswich, and they are sponsored by Ed Sheeran's album. Not sponsored by Ed Sheeran, they're sponsored by Ed Sheeran's album. I think it's weird. Really, really weird. Portsmouth have beat Shrewsbury Town 2-1. Cheltenham have drew 0-0 to Ipswich. Crew losing to Oxford doesn't do anything for Sunderland. Wycombe losing helps Sunderland climb back into the playoff places.
Welcome back to the Stadium Ally halftime scoreline.
Bolton are doing really well. Bolton have been...
Remember, we are
Bolton have done a Sunderland this season. They've started off really well, firing on all cylinders. They've had a absolute shit run of form for the last like 2 or 3 months, and now they're back on. They're now back on form. We said 2 months. Sorry. So like Christmas due to the end of Jan, they were shit. They were losing games, losing points left, right, and centre, and now they're back on form. They're flying. Basically, since they beat us 6-0, like since they beat us 6-0, they've kicked on.
There was 10 minutes added on at the end of the first half.
But Ipswich were hovering around 18th for a while as well, so shows you how tight this league is sometimes.
Winchester went in the boot just before that. There wasn't a Burton player to be booked yet. No goals. 5 corners to Sunderland. 3 corners to...
I like that one, Jason. I like that one.
Another big 4-5 here at the
You know, we've actually got an official underwear partner. Our official underwear partner is Oddballs. The more you know. Bolton will finish above Sunderland. Maybe, mate. But hopefully they finish 6th and we finish 5th or higher. Or they finish 5th and we finish 6th. I don't know. Like, Bolton are a big name. They've had horrible times, just like us, just like Charlton, just like Portsmouth. That's a foul, ref. Oh, he gives it straight away. So Jermaine Defoe goes to hold the ball, and the defender just goes in his back. Here we are. They're showing a replay. Watch Jermaine Defoe just underneath the score. Fucking. So we've got a free kick. Seth Shields 3, Matlock 1. Seth Shields go top of the NPL. Well done, Seth Shields. Kevin Phillips doing a banging job of managing that team. I don't think KP will ever manage higher division. I don't think he'll go straight to Premier League. Diego Rodriguez. Fancy it. Is that G or C? Garner, thank you very much for the sub, buddy. Appreciate it. Michelle Oliver Prince, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome.
Pritchard strikes in, keeper scrambling, but
Pritchard's free kick, like it was a curler. It was aiming for about the inside of the post, but it curled out to the left and it was about a yard and a half wide. The keeper had it covered.
out from Hughes. Flicked on. Billy Wright comes across.
If you want to talk about our owners, look at Abramovich, the City owners, PSG owners, fans don't make the OAD tests. Oh, absolutely. I think the Premier League, the EFL, all of it should be run exactly the same way as the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga makes it so no owner can have more shares than the fans group. So the fans own the club. Look at Dortmund. I think Dortmund are a perfect example of it. Bayern Munich, not as much, but Dortmund, Mönchengladbach, Bayern 04, like the Bundesliga has it right with how they own their clubs. Other leagues, a bit dodgy. Spanish league's the worst. For being brutal. I've got my water thing now. I made this, by the way. Mackem decanter. Is it backwards? Is my text backwards? Left, right. No, that should be right. What's the change with the new coach? Snail. We've gone 2 up front. That's essentially it. Tete. Pritchard stumbling on the ball. Get it out of the wing. Cross it. We're looking good. We are looking good. So there's only us and Bolton still underway. Good shot. Bit meh. Sunderland till I die. I'm Sunderland till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I am. I'm Sunderland till I die. Yeah, I think you're right there, Toonami. Like, big money's been throwing into the Premier League for a little while, and I was saying this the other day. Newcastle have been trying to sell their club since I was in college. So back in 2005, 6. So I was in 2006 to 2009. So yeah, 2006 to 2009. They've been trying to sell their club. Like Mick has been trying to sell their club for a ridiculous amount of money for a decade. Took him a while to get the money he wanted. It was only ever going to go to big money roller, like the Arabs. Well done, Shields. North Shields is greater than, well, it's higher up. John, welcome. If Charlton ever got in the playoffs, that's one team we never remember. They bottled their first season to go up. Yeah, they did. I think, yeah, if we went up in those playoffs, you got to look where Charlton are now, 16th in League One. Helen Blackburn, thank you very much for the sub. Nigel S as well, thank you very much for the sub. What is with the subs tonight? Thank you. Can I? I'm just going to quickly check because I was on like 210 before the game started. What are we on now? It's been at least 10. 10 of you lovely people coming in. 285. What the? What the fuck? You're a mental. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Insane. Thank you. And 144 likes on the video as well. You're all really nice. On the counter attack. We actually did well defending against that counter attack. It was 2v3. We were the 3. They got it back on. So yeah, all good. You haven't won in 6, right? No, we haven't won in 5. Our last win was 6 games ago against Portsmouth. And that was a 1-0 win. Since then, we lost 6-0. Lost 6-0, lost 2-1, lost 2-1, drew 1-1, lost 2-1. Yeah. Which is why I went for this game as well, a lost 2-1, because we can score in every game we've lost. We had very leaky defences. Tonight, we are looking okay. All it takes is one fuck up for me to jinx it, but we are looking okay. We're looking well regimented. I'm going to show you the screen now and show you how Burton are playing. You can see at least 10 Burton players within 10 yards of their 18-yard line. They're playing park of the bus. Burton are playing park of the bus. It can work for them. It has worked for them in the past. So, yeah. 2 points of 18 right now. That's actually ridiculous. Cheltenham are having a fantastic month, are they? I don't know. But yeah, the drew 1-1, drew. Like, you can see the form guide here on the left. Sunderland's form is joint worst in the league. Wow. How? Sunderland fans are going to... So Patterson collects it, hoofs it up the pitch. Defender kicks it through. Tete, loose pass to defender, gets it. Oh. I jinxed it, didn't I? I fucking jinxed it. I jinxed it. Here's the goal. Let me put it on for 10 seconds. So there you go. He just literally first time shoots it and across the goal. We are crap. We've had such a good game though as well. We've had a really good game. Any subs? More Mackems are nice to be nice true. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. What time are we on? We are on 53 minutes and 13 seconds. We're 1-0 down. The players need to take responsibility for Champion. Yeah, it's that. It's their first real decent chance they've had. Mate, you really jinxed it. I know. Sorry, Marnus. Sorry. Richard whips it in. Defender's face. Ooh. Enjoy Burton. Okay, John. Glad it didn't go out. Max, I am a Mackem. Yes. Yes, Mackems are nice, including yourself. Burton Albion for the team for me. Okay, DDW. Enjoy your lead while it lasts. It could finish like this, to be fair. Up the Millers. So JP, the Millers are not this team. JC Rich, thank you very much for the sub. I'm trying to figure out what this team is. The Brewers. Burton are the Brewers because they used to have like the most breweries in any town or city up and down the country. Because they've got swampland and they used to like grow a shit ton of wheat. They make Marmite and Bovril in Burton. Procter & Gamble are a big employer there. If you show the game enough, we'll have this live streamed in. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to like keep it to 7 seconds at most when I'm putting it up here. So I am very, very conscious of that, Hall. Don't worry. Come on, Sunderland. Patterson could get this. What a shot! That was a bullet. Great collection from the Burton keeper. So, 18-yard line. D. So just like left of the D. Shot. Drilled. Pretty much like aiming for the right corner. And yeah. I'm actually done with faction. I do not blame you. To be fair, I wouldn't blame for most Sunderland fans going into hibernation mode until we actually come out of this mess.
Continues. Stewart's caught late as he passes it to Jermaine Defoe. He's caught late.
Two fouls on Sunderland there. That's kind of bad. Jermaine Defoe might be injured. This is not good. Just seeing this goal on Sky, it was shocking. I did show it on here very, very briefly. It was not great.
We need to regroup again.
I'm sure if we were playing Burton and Rotherham, we'd be top of the league as well. I don't know about that. We are still the brewing capital. I know. No, you've got 4 breweries now there. The biggest brewery is the biggest chain is Marston's, but the biggest like factory is the Cause. Yeah, easy save for Patterson. Donny won at last. Yes, Donny's won quite a couple of games recently. They beat us. They beat. Did they beat Wigan? Or was it the MK Don? I can't. They beat another team in the top half, and then they beat. Who was it today? They beat somebody from Accrington. They beat a team that's around them today. Stewart 1-on-1. Does like the defender. Yeah, well early. So what the fuck is going on? I can't be asked. Toots. Honestly, yeah, go into hibernation mode, mate. Like. We can't do it. Rotherham and the Millers. Thank you, JP. I did not know that was your nickname. But thank you. What do you think of Winchester? He's a versatile player. Yeah. I do think he's a good-ish player. He has to be on form and in the mood to play. Otherwise, he's just a milk bottle on a plank. Yeah. Winchester can perform, can be good. Same with Pritchard. Like these players, Neil. Like these players are good quality. They need to be arsed. They need to have the motivation, and that's half of our battle. It's the team at the pitch. That's what I remember them. Yeah, same with Dan Neil. Dan Neil does the same. Pritchard into the defenders. Defender clears it. Oh, it's into the 6-yard penalty spot area. Defender clears it for a corner. Some fans are alright. Some take it too far when our derby days happen. Fighting from. Oh, yeah, man. Like, football fans, like, destroying people's houses and cars and shit is stupid as fuck. They're not proper fans. They're just goons. Technical term.
Evans. Back out to Stewart.
Evans to Stewart. Stewart's out on the right wing. Back out to Evans. Evans trying to cut down line. Gets 2 defenders in his way. Bailey Wright trying something too smart for where we're at. But Burton is still playing with 9 of the 10 outfield players in within 5 to 10 yards of their box. Kind of mad. Remember when one of your own fans hit in the stands? No. When was this? I do not remember that, mate. If you want to do you want to remember when one of your fans did something fucking dumb? Yeah, let's not go there, mate.
We're going to see a change. Elliot Embleton's going to
Chocolate Fire God defense? Exactly, Rastafari. I give up. Our defense is crap. Yes, Stephen. It is shit. We cannot win. We cannot win a game with no goals. So Embleton's coming on. I'm not sure who's coming off, but Embleton. Evans. Yeah, Corey Evans off, Embleton on. So it looks like we're going to a bit more of a solid 4-4-2 here. 1 minute 10. Yeah, no. Wake up from what, mate? Watch my prediction videos. Watch my prediction videos. I'm just commenting on what I'm seeing with this match so far. We are doing okay. We are putting in effort. We're trying. We're getting the ball up the pitch. Just Burton's park the bus is working against us. They broke on the counter and they've scored. It happens quite often. Almost 300 viewers. Thank you, Ace. Didn't know that, mate. Thank you. Your ground is still rented. Who owns it? Embleton. Oh my God, that quality was shocking. So Embleton, pretty much free on goal there. Here we go. Quick little